wonder of genetic science. Trans means across, through, or even beyond. Genic means to produce something and is related to your genetic makeup. When you bring them together, transgenic meaning an organism that has genes from another organism put it into its genome. No, it's not like mixing a pug with a bird or a llama with a Pomeranian. A genic organism is a GMO, but not to two extents. It is an organism where a gene or a gene has been derived from another organism for beneficial purposes, usually to a less extent. Let me take you on a transgenic journey.
Let me give you the rundown.
Oh, okay, I kind of wanted to do it, but I guess.
There are many different ways in which to make a transgenic organism. These are two of the main processes used. Microinjection. An animal is superovulated and eggs are collected. The egg is then fertilized in the lab, in vitro. The solution containing the desirable gene is injected into the cell, male pronculus to be specific. Electroporation occurs, an electric shock that starts back up the cell. Then the foreign gene is incorporated into the host DNA through repair processes within the cell. The egg is placed into an incubator until it reaches 2-cell stage, and then implanted into a pseudo-pregnant female, a female that mated with a sterile male. Then normal pregnancy occurs. Viral vectors. A retrovirus is an infectious virus that affects DNA. The retrovirus is taken by scientists, which replace it with beneficial DNA from another organism. This virus is a vector that then incorporates into the host genome and DNA. This vector and gene then become part of the host DNA through an enzyme called integrase. This modified DNA reproduces the new beneficial proteins for the host cell. This gene then reproduces, and the same modified gene is passed on to the daughter cells. The host then reproduces with the beneficial trait. This technique is also helpful in gene therapy.
And now back to me. Let's discuss some of the different types of transgenic organisms. The first transgenic animal is the supermouse. The supermouse is insected with the growth hormone from the gene of a human. The offspring is usually larger than its parents, and the discovery was made in 1982 by Ralph Brinster and Richard Palmita. For the next transgenic animal, we'll be talking about the EnviroPig. The pig was inserted with a phytase gene in the salivary gland. This process was done by DNA microinjection. This helped to digest phytase and to produce less amounts of phosphorus. The EnviroPigs excrete 75% less phosphorus than farm and wild pigs. The next example is golden rice. The rice contains large amounts of vitamin A. Beta-carotene was added through 3 genes, 2 from daffodils and 1 from bacteria. This gives it an orange colour. This benefits people in poor developing countries as it gives them a better nutritional diet. For the last example, I'll be talking about insecticide sweet corn or BT corn. This produces a poison which is harmful to insects, which means farmers do not need to use insecticides. This gene comes from Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria. Problems may arise from this organism as insects become resistant to it as they are always exposed to it. This affects all insects, not just the ones digesting it. What's happening back there?
Oi scientists, we need to talk.
Who are you?
A concerned citizen. Transgenic and GMO practices should be banned.
Why? Transgenic organisms have already showed increased food yields, increased in organism nutrition, and will help our future with better size to proportion ratios.
It's unethical on so many levels. It's like playing God. And when does it stop? When the organism becomes so large it can't move? When it becomes a pest?
The benefits outweigh those reasons, with new disease-resistant crops and ways of curing disease through food. In many cases, science makes the animals infertile and they can't dominate their local ecosystems.
It's a slippery slope. Scientists are already making glow-in-the-dark rabbits, which is only used for fun. GMO and transgenic practices should be stopped.
Well, let's calm down, calm down. Let's all just be friends. It's the end of the show.